But anyways, so now I got the housekeeping out of the way. We're going to go ahead and get straight into the news that pretty much broke over the week here. And some of that, our first news item right here that we have. We pretty much got a brand new launch trailer for Detective Pikachu Returns. Because today, the game pretty much did launch on the Nintendo Switch. And of course, you can get... You can pretty much get this game right now at any of your local retailers at like GameStop, Best Buy, or any other local retailer that you pretty much buy your games from. And especially, you can download it right now officially on the Nintendo Switch eShop as well. So just gonna want to let you guys know about the launch of Detective Pikachu Returns once again. And if you guys are curious about what the review scores are for this game, I do got you guys covered here because we pretty much do have the review scores for this game right here. So this is going to from GameSpot.com, and this is all the review scores that we have here. So pretty much the first review score that we have for Detective Pikachu Returns, pretty much GameSub, it's sitting at 4 out of 5 stars. While overly silly and over the top at times, Detective Pikachu Returns effectively balances its life with extremes darks, wielding its cuteness as a tool to tell an impactful and fairly relevant tale about corruption, found throughout various cases. And so pretty much GameStop is giving this game about a 4 out of 5 stars. Then we have Game Informer. Game Informer is giving this game a 7.25 out of 10. I enjoyed the overall arc and individual case stories, even though you won't ever really be stumped. However, it's disappointing that the 2019 movie stepped all over some of its game crucial moments. So pretty much that's Game Informer's review, 7.25 out of 10. VGC gives it a 3 out of 5 stars. Detective Pikachu is an enjoyable, if incredibly simple introduction into the mystery genre for young players. Sorry, I can't read once again here. Just gotta bear with me. Only fans of Pokemon will get a kick out of interacting with the dozens of Pocket monsters littered around the city, but mechanically, there's not much here from them. And then we have next up we have IGN with a 6 out of 10 review for IGN. The mystery story of Detective Pikachu Returns makes some bizarre and unexpectedly dark choices to get its underwhelmingly predictable conclusion, and as a result, it's unclear who this all is for. It isn't for young kids who will find the simplified puzzles about right, or adults who grow up with Pikachu and can handle the more mature themes of the second half. And then Eurogamer is giving this game a 3 out of 5 stars. As a window into the world of Pokemon, I can't help enjoying the second slice of Detective Pikachu's story, though it's an experience I'd only recommend to similar Poke fans. And so yeah, that's pretty much all the review scores of Detective Pikachu Returns. I'm not gonna say no. I mean, it's pretty decent. It looks like from some of these review scores. Some are saying it's pretty good, but some of them are saying like it is pretty hard to tell. It's like for younger children or for older adults actually. But yeah, it does look from these review scores. Honestly, it does look like people are pretty split about this game. I mean, it does look pretty cool from what it seems like so far, but. When we see from these review scores, yeah, it definitely does look like people are pretty mixed on this game a little bit. But again, you definitely have to check this game out for yourself to see what you guys' overall opinions are for, of course, Detective Pikachu Returns. And like I said, this game did launch pretty much today on the Nintendo Switch, so make sure you guys pick this game up at your local retailers and pretty much on the Nintendo eShop digitally on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, so what do you guys think about this news about Detective Pikachu Returns? And let us know if you guys are going to be picking up this game on the Nintendo Switch. Pretty much today, so seriously, we'll love to hear what you guys have to say about this and whatnot, about your overall thoughts about Detective Pikachu Returns. If you guys are gonna be picking this game up for the Switch later on today, so alright. But the next news item that we have we have a brand new interview from Shigeru Miyamoto about the development of Pikmin 4, and I'm gonna be completely honest. So this is pretty much some interesting info what they had what they're pretty much telling us about Pikmin 4's development here. So this is coming from GameInformer.com, and this is what I have to say about, because pretty much they were interviewing Shigeru Miyamoto about, once again, the development of Pikmin 4 once again. So it says, and I quote, "The Pikmin series has only been well-liked, but even with its solid track record, Pikmin 4 surprised us with its quality and fun. To get some insight into how the game came together and learn about how working with Shigeru Miyamoto, we spoke with Chief and Programming Director Yuji Kondo and Planning Director Yagatabi Hiromaku over email." So Game Informer, in 2015, Shigeru Miyamoto said in an interview that Pikmin 4 development was very close to completion, was that seeming inaccurate at the time. And this is what Kondo said, and I quote, "After the development for Pikmin 3 ended, we started development for Pikmin 4 as a small team. As we made several attempts and tried out various things, there were more moments where we could see the game take shape. But since we had to prioritize other projects, We weren't able to create the development team framework needed to complete the game. But the fruits of our labor during that time led to the result of what Pikmin 4 is today. And this is what Hiromaki said. We know the fans were worried since Pikmin 4 was taking a long time, but thanks to their patience, we were able to make a game that is enjoyable for many people. And then the interview continues. It says, Ochi makes the game much more approachable by... Oh gosh, I almost lost the article right there. By approachable by pointing all the Pikmin.
If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the bell as well for new videos every day, every week.
What's going on, all of my fellow Joy-Con boys and girls? This is your boy, Nintendo Logan. We're once again back at it again here. With once again another stream for you guys here. And so, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and are a big fan of Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2, definitely make you guys consider clicking that subscribe button and make you guys turn on that notification bell as well, so you guys never miss out on all the latest coverage in the world of Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2. If that is something that piques your interest, then definitely this is the place for you all. And would seriously really help out the channel a ton, and especially to be a part of our amazing community that we have here on this YouTube channel. So thank you once again for showing you guys the support that you guys show here for our content and for our channel. And make sure you guys have to keep on doing so, because like I always say, your support very much is appreciated as always. And so yeah, once I want to come into the stream right now, no matter just joining us live right now in the chat, for some of you guys who are watching live right now, or maybe you guys missed out on the stream when it was live, if maybe you guys are watching this later on the replay as well. Hopefully once again everybody's having a great day, and happy Friday to everybody watching the stream right now, if you guys actually are watching this on a Friday, because that's when we're actually streaming this on a Friday and whatnot. So, but as you guys don't know, once again, because it is Friday, we are here to do another episode of our Friday morning show that we do every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific time, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week, which is of course Nintendo News Roundup. And this is our 92nd episode of Nintendo News Roundup, which is pretty insane to still think about to this very day. That is already our 92nd episode of Nintendo News Roundup. Almost so close to having this show go over 100 episodes and whatnot. So yeah, we got a lot of great news topics that pretty much came out from this past week that we're pretty much going to be talking about and discussing in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So hope you guys are looking forward to it once again. And of course, if you guys are, make sure as always, smash that like button if you guys are looking forward to the next episode of this morning show once again. And also, if you guys want to know how to join our amazing Discord server that we do have dedicated to this YouTube channel as well. So if you guys want to be a part of it, we'll have all that info in the description down below for you guys. If you guys want to know how to join our Discord server, if you guys have not yet joined it and still want to become an official member in there. So of course, as always, not only be a part of our streams, but to also try to interact with us, or we're not really streaming either in the future as well. So I seriously really do highly recommend you guys ever join our Discord server. If you guys have not yet joined it and still want to be able to be a part of our streams and be able to see what goes on behind the scenes and all that. And plus also, if you have not yet subscribed to the Nintendo Logan Clips channel, Logan's Pokemon TV series review, the main Ultra Joy-Con game channel, and also Ultra Joy-Con game live, some of those channel links will be in the description below, as well as on our YouTube channel on the main page on there. And also, there's one more thing I want to mention for you guys here and give you guys a heads up about. Make sure you guys do come back right after this episode of Nintendo News Roundup, where we're once again going to be doing the next episode on Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Continue with the game once again and see what other kind of progress it can make once again. So yeah, make sure you guys do stay tuned for that. Again, after Nintendo News Roundup for our next episode of our Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate series once again. So, but of course, if you guys do not do any of that stuff and do not hit that like button either, once again, Rachel Vizme, as always, is going to come out here and say, what's wrong with you? If none of you guys do not do any of that following something I mentioned to you guys here. And so yeah, without further ado, we're not going to waste any more of you guys' time right now. And I guess we're going to go ahead and get straight into all of our news topics that we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And we got a lot of great and interesting news topics that we pretty much have here for this episode. And so let's start it off with our first news talking about the stream. And you guys already kind of know what we're playing right now. And probably by far, the biggest news item that we pretty much have from this past week. We recently just got our final trailer for the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy movie that once again will be releasing in theaters on April 1st, 2026, which is actually in about a few weeks from now, by the time we're actually recording this right now. And I'm kind of saying, honestly, and by the way, just a little bit of a quick plug, we did do a live reaction on the final Mario Galaxy movie trailer. So if you guys have not checked that out yet, the live replay of that, our live reaction to the final Mario Galaxy movie trailer is up right now on this YouTube channel. So I seriously highly recommend you guys definitely go give it a watch right there if maybe y'all haven't really seen it yet. But it was, honestly, a really, really great trailer, though. Give us a better look at the Mario Galaxy movie once again, just like how we've seen Nintendo and Illumination do like previous other times. But we got a lot of surprising character cameo appearances that, even personally myself, I did not even expect, honestly. And even then, we finally have the official voice actor that was announced to be the official voice actor for Yoshi. Because I know for a long time, ever since we first saw Yoshi in the Mario Galaxy movie, we absolutely had no idea who was even going to be voicing him. But now it looks like Nintendo has finally announced who the official voice actor is for Yoshi in the Mario Galaxy movie trailer, or in the movie in general, actually. And so we got all the details of what we can what pretty much happened and what we can expect for some of these voice actors, and plus what also, like I said, Nintendo, Universal, and Illumination got to actually show us for this final Mario Galaxy movie trailer. And so all this information is coming from Eurogamer.net. And this is all the information that we have for the what we saw from the final Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and especially some brand new voice actors that were announced during this presentation as well. And so this is what the article says here. The final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie is here. As announced last week, in anticipation of Mario Day, March 10th, Nintendo hosted a direct dedicated to its upcoming film sequel. Along with heroes like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Rosalina, the new trailer also gives us a look at some of the Mushroom Kingdom's most dastardly faces. Yeah, but as we glimpsed in official artwork last week, Wart will be making their wicked return in the upcoming movie, alongside Birdo and the Black King Ninjas, with Wednesday actor Luis Guzman voicing the frog-like villain. Oh, and Yoshi is voiced by Donald Glover, while Issa Rae voices the Honey Queen. It takes a lot of star power to save the galaxy, the trailer blurb teases. You can check out the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which, of course, we're already playing it right now. Pretty much for you guys on the screen. But the article continues on here. But while that's it for Nintendo, at least in terms of the film teasers, the Super Mario Galaxy movie team may still have some tricks left up its sleeves. You can see with already confirmed characters, Arisa Cinema listing may have accidentally let slip another face that could well pop up in the sequel alongside Mario and company. Whatever happens, there isn't too much longer until what we will know for sure. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is set to release in theaters next month on April 1st. Away from movie adaptations, Nintendo will likely announce some more. Well, I mean, it's my Mario Day, but we don't need to read all that stuff there. But yeah, guys, so that's all the information and details that we have for this upcoming Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and especially from the final one that we recently just saw. Again, some of the voice actors, though, especially with mainly Donald Glover, the internet was going absolutely crazy about that when they actually heard about that. When they heard the words Donald Glover voicing Yoshi, I did not even expect that myself either, honestly. The fact that he was going to be voicing them. And especially Luis Guzman voicing Wart and all that. Well, that was another big surprise there. I am seriously so surprised, even though we already saw it in the movie poster before the final trailer actually did go live. But it was just really surprising to see Wart make an appearance in this Mario Galaxy movie. Even though we have not seen Wart in any modern day Nintendo thing, ever since Mario 2 on the NES and all that. But really good to see Wart coming back and all that. And also, what I kind of found a little bit odd actually is that they said the Honey Queen was going to be in the Mario Galaxy movie, which it does make sense because the Honey Queen was in the original Mario Galaxy as well on the games. But we didn't really get to see the Honey Queen here actually. I wasn't really sure why they actually said that the Honey Queen was going to be voiced by Issa Rae, even though we didn't really get to see the Honey Queen anywhere within these trailers. Not the first one, not the second one, and even this one that we recently just got. But we'll definitely see what kind of role the Honey Queen's going to be playing in the in the movie, wherever the Honey Queen actually ends up appearing in and whatnot. But yeah, no, like I keep saying, an absolutely amazing trailer. Seriously, really can't wait to see this movie when it comes out on April 1st. And, you know, your boys ever going to go out to the theater to actually see this. And, of course, we will have of course, we are planning on having some sort of review, like review discussion, just like we did with the first Mario movie. Some of you guys do remember that. We're pretty much going to maybe do like a stream or something like that. We're still kind of planning on how we're going to do it. But maybe just like do a stream or something like that. Kind of doing a bit of a review discussion, getting our overall thoughts about what we thought about the Mario Galaxy movie. Once we actually all get to see it and actually give our overall thoughts on it. But overall, what did you guys overall think about the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? And will you guys once again be seeing this movie once it releases in theaters on April 1st in about a few weeks from now? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And speaking of Mario Day festivities once again, this is just one of the things that happened on Mario Day this year. We have yet another announcement that was made during Mario Day. And we actually did talk about this in a video on the channel earlier this week as well. We have some brand new gameplay details, and especially a release date for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is set to release sometime in the spring of 2026, exclusively on the Switch 2. And yeah, we've been wondering for a very long time now, like mainly, when in the world is the release date for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book on the Switch 2? Well, thankfully, thanks to a recent announcement on the Nintendo Today app, which was once again made on Mario Day, we finally got the official release date for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book on the Switch 2. And the game is releasing on May 21st, 2026. So thankfully, the world rejoice. We finally got a release date for this game. And we don't have that much longer to wait for this game to come out, as it just comes out about 2 months from now. And as you guys see right here, this is the brand new trailer that we also got with it as well. Kind of highlighting some of the gameplay mechanics for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, where you can pretty much eat these enemies, and they can have like certain abilities for Yoshi and all that, specifically with these little bubble things that they can form and all that. But we have all the details about this brand new trailer for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, especially with the release date. And this once again is coming from NintendoLife.com, and this is all the details that we have for what we saw in this new trailer for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. And so this is what the article says about this. Nintendo is keeping the Mario Day announcements going, and as it has just been revealed, the Switch 2 release date for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. The Delightful Dino's upcoming platformer will arrive on Switch 2 on May 21st, 2026. And what do you know, there's even a new trailer to boot. Reviewed first through the Nintendo Today app, the new trailer introduces us to one of the many creatures you'll encounter in Yoshi's Storybook, or Yoshi's Storybook World, Globit. These creatures spin out bubbles, which can be hopped into to rise up into hard-to-reach places. The trailer progresses to show us how creatures will interact with different pieces of fruit to change their effects, which is a time more experimentation than we're expecting from a Yoshi game. We still see very little of this one, all things considered, but it continues to really look rather lovely with its eye-catching visuals and storybook aesthetic. We'll be keeping an eye out for more news from this game in the coming months. As yeah, that's all the information that we have for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book from this brand new trailer. I'm going to still put a little bit of light on details and all that, but as we all know, once again, they were just highlighting like I said, this little creature right here that we're going to be teaming up with, get to like hard to reach places with these different bubbles and all that. But I still think it's pretty cool that with that kind of gameplay mechanic and all that. And I know a lot of people out there are still kind of split about this game with how it doesn't really look all that interesting now. I mean, honestly, for me, it actually does look pretty interesting to me. Absolutely, my favorite thing about this is definitely the art style, though. Nintendo just now is trying to make the best looking art style in some of their first party games, especially when it comes to these like different Yoshi games. Well, still definitely the best one by far, Yoshi's Woolly World from the Wii U. Still one of the greatest Yoshi games out there. Still one of the best looking Yoshi games. And this one is heavy looking like this one is also looking like it's gonna be the same thing as well with Yoshi and a Mysterious Book. And like I said before, I'm seriously really glad we finally got the release date for this game, because even I was thinking like this game was gonna be released around like the May kind of time slot a little bit. Well, I was gonna split between like either April or maybe May for this game to release, but then we know that's releasing around the month of May and whatnot. So kind of almost like around the summertime, actually, like almost summertime with that time slot. Which man, May is looking like it's pretty stacked for the Switch 2 though. We got this game now. We got Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, First Light 007, Lego Batman. Man, so there's like lots of different games that are going to be coming out for the Switch 2 in the month of May. And also now we know that Yoshi in the Mysterious Book is releasing around that month as well. And so, what do you guys overall think about all the brand new details? And what do you guys overall think about the brand new trailer that we got for Yoshi in the Mysterious Book? And once again, to let you guys know, the game once again will be releasing exclusively on the Switch 2 on May 21st, 2026. So, we'll be picking up the game as well. And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about that, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, next news item. And this one's once again another announcement that was made on Mario Day. Which honestly, when I first saw this, I thought it was just the overview trailer that we've already seen before. Even way before Mario Day. But we have yet another brand new overview trailer for Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup at Bell Park. As I once again got more new details. And once again, like I said, a brand new overview trailer for Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. Which, man, Nintendo's really milking the advertising for this game now. Even though, once again, it's a game that came out 3 years ago, and it's getting the Switch 2 Edition and all that. But it looks like it's looking a lot more interesting, though, the more we've been seeing more of this game. Especially with some of the brand new details as well. But, honestly, for me, though, like I said, I have not seen anything of this trailer yet, but I got to actually see a glimpse of it from somebody actually playing it on one of their YouTube videos. And some of the Koopa boss fights, though, wow! Some of the Koopa boss fights are actually looking very sick now. Like the one with Morton, though, where it's like a hand puppet, like moving around in the background, and then you got to pull the strings, and then Lagatus are like, or kind of like getting on the in front of the screen, like actually taking control of the Morton puppet. I think that's probably going to be one of the best Koopa boss fights, honestly, in Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. But let's go ahead and get into all the details of what was pretty much shown off in this brand new overview trailer for Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. And this information is coming from GameRant.com, and this is the information that we have for the overview trailer for Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition. And so, this is what the article says here. The March 26th release date of Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup at Bell Park is just a few weeks away. And Nintendo has offered some new details about what to expect from the upgrade. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was originally released on the Switch 1 in 2023, and Nintendo is offering new content for the game in addition to visual and performance upgrades. Existing owners of Super Mario Bros. Wonder will be able to purchase the upgrade for $20, but Nintendo will also offer a physical and digital versions that contain all the content for $80. Over the last year, existing Switch games have gotten Nintendo Switch 2 editions. Titles like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land all have received additional content on top of improved visuals and performance. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the next example of the strategy from Nintendo. And the release seems perfectly timed to coincide with the Super Mario Galaxy movie's April 1st release date. And of course, the article continues on here. Ahead of the game's launch on March 26th, Nintendo has released a new overview trailer for Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup at Bell Park. The trailer offers more of a glimpse at the Koopalings in the single-player mode, as well as the new multiplayer features that are being added. For fans of Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina and Luma are finally joining as official playable characters, though an unofficial fan mod added Rosalina to Super Mario Bros. Wonder back in 2023. There's also a new double badge system, as well as compatibility with the trio of new amiibo that will be releasing on the same day. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting lots of new content, but the biggest news to come out on the overview trailer is a cameo appearance by an entirely separate Nintendo franchise. Viewers have discovered that the Glow Pikmin, introduced in Pikmin 4, will be appearing in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Nintendo has not offered any details about why the characters are in the game or how substantial this crossover will be. It's worth noting that this is not the first time that Pikmin and Mario characters have appeared side by side. Pikmin makes small appearances throughout the Super Nintendo World attractions at Universal theme parks. Not counting the Super Smash Bros. Series, this is the first time Pikmin characters have appeared in a Mario Bros. Game, and it'll be interesting to see if it's just a cameo or something deeper. And once again, the article continues on here. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was highly rated in 2023, winning several awards that year. For those that missed out on the original Switch version, this seems like the perfect excuse to check out a game that Mario fans truly fell in love with. That being said, It remains to be seen whether the game's Nintendo Switch 2 edition will offer anything that truly enhances the experience or justifies the price of entry for existing players. There seems to be a lot of skepticism among Nintendo's faithful fans so far, perhaps more so than we've seen for any of the other Nintendo Switch 2 editions released over last year. And the addition of Pikmin characters is more than just a cameo, though. That alone could be exciting enough to get fans to purchase an upgrade. And so yeah, that's all the details that we have so far. Well, pretty much the brand new details that we have for Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition, plus meetup at Bell Park. So pretty much, one thing we're pretty much saying here is that I would say they're just highlighting a lot of the stuff we already knew about from what we've seen from some of the other trailers for this game and all of that, with Rosalina being playable and like having like a co-star Luma, and then some of like the Koopa boss fights and all that. And also another thing that I kind of wanted to mention here as well is that they did highlight a brand new power-up. I'm not sure if they actually did show it while we're reading the article, but apparently they just highlighted the brand new power-up that's going to be in this Switch 2 edition as well, which is pretty much the flower power-up. Now the flower power-up, it's pretty cool though, to be honest. Like being able to like throw up to like different like flower platforms to like get up to higher areas. So like you know, just pretty much just areas that were pretty much hard to reach, and like some of the levels. You know, being able to throw, like I said, a flower platform to get up to higher places. I actually think that was pretty cool there. And something else I really didn't notice originally was that, and this is probably the biggest thing that's going to be in this Switch 2 edition as well, even what they said, Glow Pikmin for Pikmin 4 are going to make some sort of cameo appearance in the Switch 2 version as well. I would be really interested to see what the Glow Pikmin are going to be doing. I'm not sure if they're going to be like, well, they are just going to be cameo appearances. It's still overall going to be pretty cool how the Glow Pikmin are going to be making some sort of appearance in this game as well. And honestly, I realized I never knew that, you know, I mean, I don't even know, but, pretty cool overall that Glow Pikmin are going to be making cameo appearances in the Switch 2 version of Mario Wonder. And it's pretty cool that they're going to be in in a Mario game for the first time. I mean, there might have been another one, like maybe another one of the Mario spin-off games that there were cameo appearances of Pikmin and all that. I believe, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember Game Explain, they were pretty much going over some sort of like Cool Bits video where they were talking about Pikmin and some sort of Mario spin-off game. I think it was Mario Golf on the GameCube, I think. That might have been the one that they were pretty much mentioning where, you know, there was Pikmin, like a cameo appearance of Pikmin, and like I said, that one Mario Golf game on the GameCube and all of that. So if that's the case, that's not really the first time that Pikmin appeared in a Mario game, and especially besides them making little Easter egg appearances in Super Nintendo World at Universal and whatnot. So, but yeah, pretty cool details of what we got for Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition, plus meeting up at Bell Park with this brand new overview trailer. But what do you guys think about it overall? And let me know if you guys are going to be picking up this upgrade, whether you already own Mario Wonder already from the Switch 1 on the Switch 2, or if you guys have not picked this game up yet and are planning on picking up the Switch 2 version, let me know your thoughts about what you guys think about all these details in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you guys have never played Mario Wonder before and are picking this up for the first time when the Switch 2 edition comes out, you guys have a lot of fun with this cell. This is like one of the greatest 2D Mario games that we've gotten in such a long time, away from like the still new Super Mario Bros. Franchise and all that. So this is a definitely high recommendation for anybody that wants to check this game out for the first time, and essentially to get the hype going once again for the Mario Galaxy movie coming up in theaters. And alright, the next news item, and this is some pretty crazy news once again, because I know we talked about this last time, saying that this was absolutely mind-blowing how this game was like doing really well on the Switch 2. And it looks like the news for this game keeps on getting better and better though, and a lot more shocking for a lot of us. And that news is relating to Pokemon Pokopia, the game that I'm still pretty much spoiled on getting for the Switch 2 and all that. Because even though there's still so much people out there that are surprisingly really praising this game like really, really well with Pokemon Pokopia. And that's once again really making me be split on actually getting this game and actually trying it out for the first time. Well, we actually have some big news regarding Pokemon Pokopia in terms of like the sales data for how the game's been doing during the past week. And this information is coming from NintendoWire.com, and this is the information we have for the sales data for Pokemon Pokopia ever since the game launched last week and whatnot. So, and so this is what the article says here for NintendoWire.com. Pokemon Pokopia can't stop winning after selling through its physical edition around the world and helping drive Nintendo stock prices up. It seems that the game is off to a ridiculously good start in terms of sales. Nintendo has announced that over the weekend, Pokemon Bacopia sold 2.2 million copies worldwide, making it one of the bigger Pokemon successes in a while. Roughly half of their sales were in Japan too. In a further breakdown of physical and digital per Famitsu, Pokemon Bacopia moved 541,371 copies in Japan, while not trying to shifting more towards digital. It could be that the game simply couldn't be found in any physical copy at the local retailers. It's weird to think that Nintendo assumed a Pokemon game wouldn't be a success, though I guess a brand new spin-off of a totally unrelated genre is a gamble. At any rate, Pokemon Bacopia looks to be an evergreen hit for the company. Stacked up against other Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives, Pokemon Bacopia is now in the top 5 best-selling games on the console so far. There aren't really more than that, but Bacopia has done better than Kirby Air Riders, which has sold over 1.76 million, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment at 1 million. And Metroid Prime 4 Beyond has also sold fewer copies than Bacopia, despite being available on both the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. And so yeah, and once again, like I already said before, the news about Pokemon Bacopia keeps on blowing up like crazy though. Not only, like we talked about in the last episode of Nintendo News Roundup, the game pretty much scored like an 89 on Metacritic, but now the game has sold over 2.2 million copies, and it looks like this might be, until we actually get another big holiday game for the Switch 2, or maybe something even bigger than Pokemon Bacopia. It looks like this game alone is going to be pushing the Switch 2 to its limits with its hardware sales and all that. Like, I know for a long time, we all been wondering, and sitting here been wondering ever since the Switch 2 launched, what what's going to be Nintendo's big system seller to really push the Switch 2 and all that. And it looks like the answer is Pokemon Bacopia. Now that it's sold over 2.2 million units, we're never going to be seeing this Switch 2 consoles and all that fall out store shelves because of this game right here. Even though once again it's not really like anything we're really seeing from the Pokemon franchise before with a game that's almost like kind of like similar to like Animal Crossing and Minecraft and all these other games that it's kind of pulling elements from. But honestly though, this probably is going to be another game of the year 2026 contender. Let's just be honest here. Like the fact that like how Pokemon Bacopia has been really trending like in these kind of directions and blowing up sales charts and all that, I never do think this is going to be another 2026 game of the year contender. Definitely mark my words, by the time we get to the end of 2026, and by the time we get to the Game Awards 2026 as well. Like if this game actually goes up against GTA 6, that would honestly be really, really insane now if that ends up being the case and all that. But pretty great news once again for Pokemon Bacopia once again, and when it's selling over 2.2 million copies and all that. And once again, I still got to figure out when I'm going to get this game now. As of right now, there's so much games that I'm playing right now currently on my Switch 2, especially with mainly Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. But I definitely will see when I actually do get a chance of actually picking this game up and all that. Because we got so many games, man. So many games to play on the Switch 2, and it just keeps on coming, honestly. So yeah, what do you guys think overall about Pokemon Bacopia selling over 2.2 million copies worldwide? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, let's move on to our next news item of this show right here. And we recently just did a video of this actually as of last night actually, which if you guys haven't checked it out yet, highly recommend you guys go check it out. Where we recently just did a video talking about the brand new gameplay footage that you guys see right now on your screen of Elden Ring Tarnished Edition on the Nintendo Switch 2. And honestly, from what we've been seeing from the gameplay footage, and I won't go into too much details because I never want you guys to go check out that recent video I uploaded talking about the gameplay footage for Elden Ring on Switch 2. But I will say though, and that video is looking a lot better though from what we saw from Gamescom back in 2025, where people were saying, the people that actually got to try out this game for the first time on the Switch 2, people were saying it was not that great though. The frame rate was like really stuttering, really wasn't running the best and all that at a smooth frame rate. Especially in this area specifically, it didn't really like take the frame rate and all that. But now looking at this, it is looking a lot better though, especially with and I still think to this day, this actually might be our first ever time seeing Elden Ring on Switch 2 in handheld mode, because the last time we saw it We only got to see it in dark mode, but cool to see that we actually got to see footage of Elden Ring on the Switch 2 in handheld mode. And sorry, I can't even talk right now, but honestly though, I'm even gonna say this in the video. If you guys have already seen it, or if you guys have not yet seen it, I'm pretty much gonna say this straight up. I'm not that much of a fan of Souls games, and I have not been really interested in Elden Ring on the Switch 2 at all. But it's always pretty cool though, to be honest. Like I said, what we're seeing from this gameplay footage, like I said, that is so much better than how it was at Gamescom and all that. So, from the last time we saw this. And so, what do you guys think overall about this brand new footage of Elden Ring Tarnished Edition on the Nintendo Switch 2? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright, the final news I know for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup, and again, I'm definitely looking forward to this actually. We have some news regarding Fortnite, as a brand new mode has just been announced to be coming to Fortnite sometime in the near future. And especially this mode is also going to be available on the Switch 2 as well. Big huge W for Fortnite on the Switch 2, especially for players that have been playing on the Switch 2 and all that. And of course, if you guys want to know what the mode we're talking about, that will be available on Fortnite on the Switch 2 sometime in the future, that is the Save the World mode that was an original mode on Fortnite, and it's finally going free to play, and also going to be available on the Switch 2, along with the other platforms as well. Which I still think that's absolutely amazing now. And still absolutely we're loving to this day. A lot of these third-party games that are on the Switch 2, that are also on other platforms as well, we're looking at the same exact modes and same exact features as how PlayStation and Xbox are getting. If there's any game that's on the Switch 2, that's also on the PlayStation and Xbox as well. And so let's get into all the details about the Save the World mode coming to Fortnite on the Switch 2 sometime in the future, especially with some of the details. And this once again is coming from IGN.com, and this is all the details that we have for the Save the World mode coming to Fortnite, even on the Switch 2 as well. And so this is what the article says here. Save the World, Fortnite's original PvE survival mode, is finally going free to play after almost 9 years. From April 16th, all Fortnite players will be able to access Save the World without having to purchase access, as long as they play via a supported platform. To date, the mode is unavailable on Nintendo Switch 1, Switch 2, and smartphones. But on April 16th, however, Switch 2 players will also gain access for the first time. Back in the bygone days of summer 2017, Fortnite only existed as its Save the World portion, a mix of zombies shooting at base building. It's made a modest impact, but it's now far more famous as being the precursor to Fortnite's hugely popular Battle Royale. And this time since, and despite an initial plan to make Save the World free to all players years ago, developer Epic Games has kept its PvE offering play. Oh my gosh, I can't even read here. I really do apologize. So developer Epic Games has kept its PvE offering paywalled off, access via a rotating selection of add-on packs. Updates in the mode have been sporadic, though continue to bring occasional drops of new content or gameplay tweaks. Now, however, all of that is going away, so if you want to give Save the World a go, you will soon be able to. A website with a community goal to drive interest ahead of its April 16th has also now been launched, with a smattering of free rewards if you register there. It's been a busy week for Fortnite, which began by teasing its latest Battle Royale season that set to welcome back its fan-favorite character, voiced by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yesterday, however, brought the news of a very different kind of sweeping changes to the game's pricing and availability of its V-Bucks currency, which billion-dollar publisher Epic Games blamed on needing to pay the bills. So, kind of going off what they mean by the V-Bucks stuff and all that, what Epic Games is doing with the V-Bucks prices, they're unfortunately going to be going up, actually. So, the current prices with these certain V-Bucks and all that, it's all going to be like that pretty soon here. As pretty soon, I guess on April 16th, when the Save the World update, what the Save the World mode is going to be coming to Fortnite, that's when I'm thinking that the prices are going to go up for the V-Bucks and all that. But I know right there, that's pretty disappointing for some people right there. But the biggest news out of this, Save the World mode is finally coming back to Fortnite, and we're finally going to be able to experience it on the Switch 2 as well. But unfortunately for some of you all who are still playing Fortnite on the Switch 1 and want to try out the Save the World mode, and unfortunately it's not coming to Switch 1 at all. But thankfully, once again, it is coming to Switch 2, and it'll be available on April 16th. Man, what on the same day as Tomodachi Life. So now we got Tomodachi Life. Now we got the Save the World mode coming to Fortnite. And then literally the day afterwards, we got Pragmata coming to the Switch 2 as well. But it doesn't really say with the month of May. It looks like April it's going to be pretty jam-packed once again. Once again, the Mario Galaxy movie, Tomodachi Life coming out, Fortnite getting the Save the World mode on the Switch 2 version, and also Pragmata coming to the Switch 2 as well. So yeah, what do you guys think overall about the Save the World mode finally coming back to Fortnite, and especially coming to the Switch 2 as well? And let me know if you guys will be checking this out when it officially launches. And I think we'll try my best to maybe do some sort of showcase on this. Maybe like in a stream, maybe in a video or something like that. But I might be a little bit late on it, because I know on April 16th, we're mainly going to be on Tomodachi Life and all that. So, but let me know if you guys have been checking this out overall once it officially launches on April 16th. And once again, this mode will be available on Fortnite on that day. On PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and also on the Switch 2 as well. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below once again. But anyways, guys, that's all the news that we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And so right now, and thankfully we have a lot of time to actually get through you guys' comments in the chat right here. Because I know last time we weren't able to do this in the last week's episode of this show once again. But let me know in the chat, what do you guys think overall about every single piece of news that we talked about in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And of course, to give you guys a recap of everything that we talked about. We talked about the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And essentially, we also talked about the brand new gameplay details and the overall trailer for the upcoming Yoshi and the Mysterious Book that will be releasing on May 21st, 2026 on the Switch 2. And then we also talked about the overview trailer for Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition, especially with the sales data for Pokemon Bacopia selling over 2.2 million units in terms of sales. And then the brand new gameplay footage of Elden Ring on the Nintendo Switch 2, and especially what we just talked about, Save the World coming back to Fortnite on the Switch 2 as well. So yeah, guys, have any thoughts about all this that we mentioned in today's episode of the show? And then, of course, like I said, let me know your thoughts once again in the chat once again here while we're still live. And we'll try our best to read every single one of you guys' comments on these different news topics and all. But of course, if you guys are overall enjoying today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, make sure guys, once again, give this stream a thumbs up. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure guys click that subscribe button, and make sure guys hit the notification bell as well. So of course, once again, not miss out on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday. And also keep up to date on more upcoming Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2 content next in the near future as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the chat right now and see what you guys are saying. And also, shout out to everybody that was in the chat with us here. Shout out to Teen Sam. Shout out to Aura. LH Boy, which is Luke. And then Jody Harwood 2. And also Lumpy Yoshi Fan. And then Internet Super Shadow that were in the chat with us here. So anyways, now let's for real get into guys' comments right here. So let's see. Let's see. Aura Play says, I was not expecting Rob. You know, honestly, no, I was not expecting to see Rob in this movie either. Even though we, unfortunately we didn't get to see him in the final trailer. But also we did talk about this in a separate video with the Mario Galaxy movie website with the Gateway Galaxy website and all that. That was actually when we got to see Rob in there. It was pretty cool to see him actually in there in the Gateway Galaxy portion and all that. So. Let's see. See Mario's last word in the trailer. It's familiar. I'm not sure what that was here. That you're talking about there. Let's see. Let's see W for Fortnite, lol. But yeah, no, I really can't wait to try out that Save the World mode. And again, like I said, I'm glad it's going to be on the Switch 2 as well. Because if the Switch 2 version of Fortnite really would have missed out on the Save the World mode, man, that would have been something right there. A lot of people would have been heated on that. Even including myself, because I really want to see what that mode is like. So I'm looking forward to the movie and Yoshi's new adventure. Oh, for sure, they're big facts. Like I said, when the Mario Galaxy movie releases in theaters, definitely be ready for movie theaters. It's going to be packed and all that. Because again, put Mario on anything, people are going to go wild for it. Let's see, I haven't really been here for that long, to be honest. Yeah, I wondered where you were, actually, when I first started the stream. Because usually, like, usually when we start up Nintendo News Roundup, you're just, like, immediately right there in the chat. Like, I was gonna DM you or something like that, asking where you were, but, I mean, here you are now, so. Let's see, got any more comments right here in the chat that I can read? So, get it on Blu-ray 4K and DVD. After I see it in the movie theaters where I can watch it on my Xbox, so I'll make it go viral. Oh, interesting. There you go, you got Mario on the Xbox. So yeah, you can pretty much have something Mario related on the Xbox. With the Mario Galaxy movie on DVD and Blu-ray. Oh, that's where you were. You were eating breakfast and then, you were getting up late. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough there. Fair enough there, honestly. Alright, let's see. Looking through the chat. I don't see any more comments right here in the chat. Oh, by the way, I noticed early in the stream, I saw the boy in the chat, and he was saying that he just woke up as well. Well, I mean, that was when I went live, so. But that was like earlier, though. Right when we went live. And I love a guess. Why when he said that he was making his coffee? Don't tell me about it right now. If he's with us, in the next stream we're going to be doing, with Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Which, by the way, just want to remind you guys, we'll be live for another episode of that right after the stream wraps up here at 10:30 AM Eastern and 7:30 AM Pacific time with the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, just want to give you guys a heads up about that. But I know though he's probably going to be turning his camera on and he's going to be showing his coffee like he usually does. And of course, that is the boy for you right there for sure. So yeah. Let's see, but overall, good news topics. I mean, yeah, there was some pretty good stuff that came out this week. Even though, like I mentioned before, more of it, like future episodes on Nintendo News Roundup, we're really just gonna be focusing on like the bigger news topics throughout the week. And there's anything like smaller, smaller updates and all that we're probably not really gonna be covering those at all. But there's any more bigger news topics like what we've pretty much been talking about even in this show, or this episode of the show. Then that's what we're covering here. Just to make things a bit more interesting and all that. So yeah, big facts right there. Be prepared for whatever Teen Sam does. Well, I mean, if he does show up there, actually. Which, it's only been 100% he definitely is. So yeah. But anyways, I don't think there's much more else to even talk about with all these news topics for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So yeah, what you guys overall think about all the news topics we discussed in today's show once again. And of course, if you guys have any more thoughts about all the stuff we discussed, keep on letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And we'll still absolutely love to hear you guys' overall thoughts about all the stuff we pretty much discussed in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, but anyways, with that is overall going to do it for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, thank you everybody for coming by for this quick little stream, and shout out to everybody that was with us throughout this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. But of course, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the show overall, and want to keep up to date on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every Friday, make sure you guys once again give this stream a thumbs up or any way out. And if you guys are brand new to the channel, once again, make sure you guys click that subscribe button and make sure you guys turn on the notification bell as well to never miss out on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific time, recapping all the latest Nintendo news from the past week. And also keep up to date on more upcoming Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2 content next in the near future as well. But anyways, with that is overall going to do it for me, Boy Nintendo Logan, and I'm going to be signing off with the stream, and I will see you guys here in a little bit for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, peace out, love you guys, God bless, have a great day, watch your walnuts, be blessed, and we'll catch you guys here in a few minutes for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, stick around for that, and we'll see you then, and God bless. What's up, Joy-Con gang? I'm really hoping you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to see up to date on more upcoming videos in the near future on this channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button to be a part of our amazing Joy-Con gang community. Plus, also, be sure to enable that notification bell to all to be notified and not miss a single new upload on this channel every single week. And if you all also wanted to stay up to date on more upcoming events for this channel, and even see some exclusive behind the scenes stuff as well, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NintendoLoganYT for exclusive posts you will not see anywhere else on this channel in the future, from posting my amiibos or whatever kind of stuff you guys want to see on my Instagram, and especially in the near future, maybe do some live Instagram hangouts with you guys as well. And lastly, if you all enjoy all the moments that we have on the channel as well, make sure you guys consider checking out our Nintendo Lonely Clips channel as well, which is pretty much our second YouTube channel, when we upload new clips on there every Monday and Wednesday, where you can check out all of our past funny and epic moments that I bet you guys will definitely enjoy for sure there, because we got a lot of funny clips on there once again. And of course, if you guys do none of that, as I always say, one person very in particular is going to be saying, what's wrong with you if you guys don't do none of that? And that's pretty much right to Beast Me. He's going to be telling you what's wrong with you until you do all the stuff you guys see on the right side of me here. And I do promise you guys that. So, alright, but anyways guys, so that's going to do it for your boy Nintendo Logan here for this video. And I'm going to be signing off for this video once again. So, I will see you guys in the next video. And peace out. I love you guys. God bless. And have a great day, everybody. Peace out, Joy-Con gang.